Honestly, for us, it starts on the defensive end, holding opponents down a little bit on that end. Using our length, kind of bothering teams, making it difficult for them. And the second thing would just be rebounding. We're not the strongest guys, but we're doing the things that we need to do to get on the glass and really clean it up on that end. So those two things, I think, any coach would answer that the same way. If you can do those two things, you've got a pretty good chance.
Obviously, you got Central Noble this coming Friday. What are you working on in practice to get ready for some of the things that they present this coming week?
Yeah, it's a different look than it's been the past few years. Obviously, they've lost some guys that are still playing other places right now. So it's different in the fact that it's not one or two guys you're really focused on. They've got a pretty good group that's just balanced. So there's nobody out there that you can leave, and there's not really one guy that you're afraid of like a Connor Esesian, like a Logan Guard. So it's a little bit different look this year, but they're just a well-coached, just balanced team. So it's going to be a group effort.
You take a look at the matchup, and obviously they made it to the state championship game last year. You guys are off to a 5-0 start. What do you anticipate the atmosphere to be like Friday? I mean, you're talking about a Noble County rivalry and two basketball teams that are having success this year and have had success in the very recent past.
Yeah. And last 3-4 years, it's been a lot of close games. It's a boy-girl doubleheader too. Their girls are having a good year, so they always fill that gym over there. So it'll be exciting. We're real familiar with them. They're real familiar with us. Communities are 10-15 minutes apart. So it'll just be some good, fun, small town basketball. It'll be a good time.
Final question for me. What do you expect to be the biggest X factor or the biggest thing that you guys need to do well on Friday to come out victorious?
Again, I'm going to say the same things. If we can just defend, make it tough on them, use our length, they've got some guys that can make some shots. So if we can just make them tough shots over a hand, over a defender, and then clean up on the glass, I think that's kind of our recipe. So if we can keep that going, I'll be really, really happy.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, it's just, we've got a good group of seniors that's really stepped up this year in the leadership aspect of things. So, as long as guys keep showing up to work, it's a fun group to coach.
Yeah, I think so far we're playing together really well, and a lot of different guys are contributing. So I think it's hard for teams to kind of scout us because I think on any given night somebody can kind of get their own score like 15, 20, So I think that's hard to guard when you have a lot of different guys.
Coach was mentioning that this senior group has played together for a while, and it's kind of your final go-round, so you want to put your stamp on the program. What is it about this senior class that's allowed you guys to be good leaders and has allowed you to kind of let the program take that next step with you guys in the forefront?
Yeah, we've all been playing together for a while, since middle school, and we're all like friends outside of basketball as well, so it's easier to just kind of get the chemistry going because we all know each other really well. So.
Practice this week, what's the focus and what are some of the concerns about Central Noble that you know about that are going to have to go your way on a Friday night?
Yeah, I think we need to focus on defense, kind of just some little things, and offensively not turn it over. I think against Schermerhorn we were kind of sloppy that first half at the beginning of the game, so I think we just need to clean that up and we'll be all right.
They're only 15 minutes down the road. They went to the state championship game last year. You guys are off to a perfect start. So two programs that have had a lot of success recently. What do you anticipate the atmosphere to be like Friday night, and how much are you looking forward to this matchup?
Yeah, it should be a lot of fans. I think both sides. I think we'll have a lot of fans, and they'll obviously have a lot of fans because it's a home game. But I'm looking forward to just getting out there and playing a lot of fans, and the hype. I think going into the game, both teams should be kind of juiced up, So I think it should be fun.
Anything else you'd like to add, my man?
Nah, I'm good.
I think our quality of practices and our experience that we've brought back, it's just a lot more easier. Like these new guys, they don't know like a lot of the strings. And like they're giving us good practices, and I think just our experience over the summer, just all the hard work we put in.
This week, what are you guys focusing on in practice to get you ready for what Central Noble presents on Friday night?
We just need to stay consistent, play our game, and just have a fluid offense. I like our defense this year. We've been really good on the defensive end. We just got to keep that up.
When you take a look at this West Noble team, not necessarily tall, but pretty long all across the board. So how do you guys use that to your advantage, and what do you guys do to kind of impose your will on opposing teams?
Well, sometimes we switch it up and we go full court. That puts a lot of pressure on the teams with our length. And then zone, just mixing it up, being an optimistic.
You guys are off to that perfect 5-0 start. Central Nobles 2-1, but they went to the 2A state championship last year. So these are teams that have had a lot of success, especially recently. How much are you looking forward to Friday's matchup, and what are you most looking forward to about kind of playing a rival essentially 15 minutes down the road?
I think it'll be fun just because we've had this rival with them forever. They've kind of beat us last couple of years, but we're just looking to go out there, compete, play our game, and hopefully we can come out with the win.
You mentioned that they've won the last couple of years against you guys. How much does that motivate you guys to, especially as an upperclassman, to kind of turn that tide when you get a chance to on Friday?
It motivates us a lot because we want to show that underclass that we're there, we can compete, and hopefully win.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, thanks.